Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our virtual college visit series today. We're really fortunate to have with us Miss Michelle Bogan with Winthrop University in South Carolina, and she's going to share some great information with you all about their school. And then, of course, we'll have time for any questions that you might have at the end, or feel free to put any questions that you have in the chat, and we'll make sure that we're monitoring that throughout today's visit. So again, thank you so much for joining us. And Michelle, I'll hand it right over to you.
Great, thank you. Hi, yes, my name is Michelle Bogan, and I am an admissions counselor with Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I am a regional recruiter, so I do work with students in Virginia, Maryland, DC, and Delaware. And I'm just super excited to tell you a little bit about Winthrop. And I'm going to start the presentation with just a quick little 2.5 minute video that'll kind of give you a good little introduction into Winthrop. And then I'll go through the presentation with you.
Imagine a place where students from all over the world come together with a common goal. A university that rarely has a class with more than 20 students per professor. An institution that was founded on rich history that continues to make its own. A 108-acre campus that sits cozy in the heart of the Carolinas. This is Winthrop University, home to the Eagles and nearly 6,000 students from over 40 countries who study, develop, and dedicate themselves to pursue their dreams, to become scientists, educators, media professionals, to help create a better world. This once one schoolhouse campus has transformed over the last 130 years, adding over 40 new buildings, including the state-of-the-art West Center, the $12 million Dalton Hall, and the 128,000 square foot DeGiorgio Student Center. This university is full of dream makers, goal setters, student leaders, those who are known, not not a moment goes by in a student's time at Winthrop that they do not feel appreciated, valued, and a part of this family. A family that supports the artists and the creativity on the stage, in the gallery, and on the screen, and in the games that matter most. And although Winthrop may be small, we are mighty. With 18 NCAA Division I teams, Winthrop has captured over 40 Big South Championship titles and made 2 trips to the NCAA games. We have impressed those who have come to compete, not only with our presence in the game, but our facilities that house our Eagles. Our Coliseum has been ranked 30th in the nation, and our multi-million-dollar ballpark and track host national competitions weekly. And when you arrive, prepare to be challenged, to think critically, to consider perspectives that are different than your own, to be involved inside and outside the classroom, to make the most of your time. The opportunities are endless. From undergraduate research to competitive interviews, our classrooms thrive off of hands-on learning. One thing will forever be true. At Winthrop, you will never be alone in your pursuit of excellence. From your first day on campus to your walk across the stage graduation, these faculty, staff, student mentors, and your peers will cheer you on tough days, push you to reach your academic goals, and leave you a better person from having academic goals are the heart of your time here, the memories you make will be everlasting. From sipping hot apple cider at the Fall Festival to cheering on your team at Eagle Madness, from tailgates to cornhole tournaments or simply swinging on Scholars Walk. This place is special, and we invite you to make it your home, because this is Winthrop University, where you belong. Imagine a place for students from all.
Sorry about that. Here we go. Okay, so I'm having a little, y'all, I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed the little overview. I love that presentation. It kind of gives you a feel of what it's like on campus. But Us by the numbers. So Winthrop has about 6,000 students, 5,000 undergraduates, and 1,000 there in graduate school working on graduate degrees. We do feel we have a very diverse population. We have students from now, the numbers have changed a little bit, 40 countries and over 40 states. So super excited about that. And we continue to recruit heavily from other countries and states because we really continue to strive for a diverse population. We are rolling admissions, so that means that we do not have hard deadlines. We will continue to take applications and accept students right until time for classes to begin in the fall. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble with my slideshow because, anyway, sorry. I'm gonna just pull all this up. So by the numbers, we have over 40 majors in 120 different areas of study. Our classes are small. Our student teacher ratio is 13:1. Average class size is 21. All of our classes are taught by professors. They are not taught by TAs or graduate assistants. And I think that's extremely important. So again, they're all taught by professors. We have almost 300 full-time faculty members. And again, some of our classes as a freshman, you may have 50 people in a class in just a basic freshman type class, but by the time you get into your major, your classes are definitely really small. We are not the school where you're going to have 400 people in a class. Just like to show that we do have a lot of opportunities for students. We have an honors program. When you apply to Winthrop, and your application is reviewed by the honors program, and then they send out invitations to students. So, so it's an invitation to apply, but we do have that. We have plenty of leadership opportunities. We have opportunities to study abroad, and then lots of volunteer opportunities. And we know these are all important to students. Also, undergraduate research. Students can begin doing this very early in their college career. They can get involved and pursue research early on. So again, we know that's important. So this just kind of shows you how our averages have been in the past. So of course, it has changed a little bit with the pandemic, and I'll tell you how it's changed. So this just shows out-of-state GPA on average. This is certainly not what you need to be accepted. This is just how our averages turn out. And you can see the SAT and the ACT scores. Now, this year we were test optional. And so students did not have to submit SAT or ACT scores. So if you are still interested in applying, we are test optional. There is a place that you can indicate that you're going to be test optional. And if you decide to go that route, you just write us a short little essay about what you've learned about yourself during the pandemic. And that would be in place of submitting scores. So no word yet on next year, but we know it's been really hard for students to test. Love talking about the fun stuff because that's certainly a big part of your college experience. We have over 160 clubs and organizations. We have intramural sports, Greek sports, religious organizations. We have 16 Division I sports, having a really awesome year in basketball this year. So, so if you want to be involved, you certainly can. There is definitely something for everyone at Winthrop. Location, we are right at the state line of South Carolina, North Carolina. We are about 20 minutes south of Charlotte. Again, that is phenomenal for students with internship opportunities, employment opportunities after they graduate. Of course, there's a lot of fun things to do there, professional sports, shopping, dining, lots of wonderful things to do. However, Rock Hill is the sixth largest city in the state of South Carolina, so there's plenty to do in Rock Hill. The downtown has been revitalized. We now have an electric bus system that runs from campus to the downtown area that is free. So there are a lot of great things to do in Rock Hill. But again, a lot of opportunities with us being so close to Charlotte as well. And there is a big amusement park in between Rock Hill and Charlotte called Carowinds. And one of the roller coasters starts in North Carolina and ends in South Carolina. We do require our students to live on campus for the first 2 years. We feel like it's really, really important. We feel like students get more engaged, more connected. And so that has been our living requirement. This year, there was an exception to that because of COVID. We are anticipating that everybody will be back on campus next year. We just got word this week that it is looking like it's going to be a normal fall. And again, we never know for sure, but we're super excited to hear that. We are also in May, even though masks will be required, we are going to be able to have an in-person graduation. So super excited. So back to living on campus. Again, we are anticipating this next year, students living on campus for the first 2 years. We have 3 types of residence halls. We have apartment style, suite style, and traditional style. Apartment style are typically reserved for students in that honors program that we have and upperclassmen. But we do have traditional where you have a roommate and then about 8 of you share a hall bath. And then we have suite style, and our suite style are like a Jack and Jill where you have 2 per room and then 2 per room, and the 4 of you share a bathroom in between, like a Jack and Jill style. But again, we feel like living on campus is really good for students to get in, get connected. We do have free laundry. Freshmen are allowed to have cars. And anyway, just a great way to start off your college experience. So financial aid, we do know this is a very big topic. So we suggest that every student fill out FAFSA. Students that have been recruited, obviously through athletics or visual and performing arts, pretty much know about scholarships. However, we do give students an opportunity to audition for talent scholarships. So for visual and performing arts, they offer tryouts pretty much throughout the spring. And again, anything through athletics is generally worked out with the coach. We suggest everybody pursue outside scholarships, look into scholarships by major. Typically, after your freshman year, you'll see that there are some good offerings, and you learn about those once you're in school. But Winthrop scholarships, so every student that applies to Winthrop is automatically considered for a merit-based scholarship. Nothing you have to do, nothing you have to apply for. And our deadline is this year, April 1. So if you're a senior and you're interested in applying, apply before April 1 and you'll be considered for a scholarship. The scholarships can waive out-of-state tuition, and then they also give additional dollars. So they're a wonderful opportunity for students. And again, nothing you have to do. You're just automatically reviewed for those. And then of course there are our private loans. For us, financial aid packages are generally released around mid-March for students that have applied early. And then if you do apply later, the financial aid packages will come out after you have applied and been accepted. So then we say, why Winthrop? A top 10 public university in the South. Second in the National for Minority Student Achievement by the Education Trust. These are just some statistics we like to show, but this one's huge, 91% student placement rate in a career after college, because you want to know you're going to school, you're going to be able to get a job, you're going to be able to get hired. So super important one right here. most diverse student population of all of South Carolina. We recently received this award. I'm very proud of that. Again, diversity is huge for us. And so we were excited about that. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here. Anyway, just a little more information there. But when I was going through the slides, I got a little thrown off because I'm having to do my screen with the arrows today. But I did mean to mention when I said we have over the 40 majors in 120 different areas of study, I should definitely mention our top 5 majors: business, biology, early childhood education, exercise science, and psychology. And when I say early childhood education, if you remember from the little video, when you said from our one-room schoolhouse that's now on campus, Winthrop started over 100 years ago as an all-girls teaching school in that building. That building was relocated to our current campus, but we have always been huge in education. So although I say early childhood education, if a student is interested in teaching, they pretty much can get certified to teach in anything at Winthrop, from special ed to PE to high school subjects. So anyway, I do want to mention that. Sorry, that's a little bit out of order. But our application is online. Oh, sorry, that's just our thing. Our application is online, and it is very simple application. We are taking the Common App this year for the first time. So if you're interested in applying, super easy application, and we're reviewing applications weekly now and sending out decisions and also scholarships. So thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Michelle, that was awesome. Thank you so much. I will say, with the pandemic and everything going on, one thing that we've seen that is a benefit is we get access to so many schools across the country, including yours, and just where in the past we haven't always been able to do that. So so thank you. And it sounds like just so many different things that you all have to offer with the small student ratios and just the different academic programs that you offer, financial aid and scholarships. There's a lot of things for students there.
Yeah, there definitely is. And I know we're trying to find ways to definitely get it out there, get it to the students. We know everybody's kind of Zoom burned out right now. And we're definitely, we're offering chats with students, so they can just go to our website, sign up for chats. I've had quite a few this week. And we're doing parent Q&A sessions. We're doing coffee chats with students. We're just trying to get creative, but we know they're Zoom burned out for sure. But yeah, so we're just trying to get word out. So if you have anybody that might be remotely interested, they certainly can sign up for a chat with me. They can do a virtual tour on our website. So everything is pretty much available for students on our website.
Okay, well, sounds good. Well, we'll definitely keep in touch with you, and we wish you well for the remainder of this school year.
Thank you.
And we'll be reaching out.
Okay, well, thank y'all for your time and let me do this. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Michelle.
Bye, everyone.